ask, under which Open Public Meetings Act exception was the board vacancy discussed in closed session? That's my question.
Do you have any other questions?
Not at this time.
Okay, Mr. Gagliardi, can you answer that?
Sure. So the process for selecting the candidate this evening was directed by the county superintendent. So the board president had some communications with the county superintendent. I had communications with the county superintendent, and I conveyed my legal advice as to how the board should and should not respond to the directive from the county superintendent, consistent with the Open Public Meetings Act in executive session.
Okay, so which exception are you recommending, or was recommended to go into closed session? Because I don't see that any discussion should have been in closed session. This should have been in public from the very beginning. So there are 9 exceptions in the Open Public Meetings Act. Which exception did the board go by? There are 9 of them. You can't go into closed session except for those 9. So which exception is it?
So again, I don't think I'm running for office, and I don't think I'm here to debate anybody. You asked a question, I answered it. I am confident that I was entitled to give advice to my client in executive session consistent with what the county superintendent was doing under the statute, and that's what I did.
Okay, thank you. It doesn't seem that the Open Public Meetings Act exception was even considered.
Well, you're well aware of the fact that the attorney-client privilege is one of those exceptions that you mentioned, right?
Yeah, but of course, but that wasn't stated in the resolution. The resolution was, I think the second thing was attorney-client privilege, and then the fourth thing was board vacancy, which was not considered as explained under the attorney-client privilege. We could discuss that. That's semantics. We don't have to take the public's part. Just very disappointing, because good government and proper practices of democratic procedures are more important to me than any personal benefit I might have derived from remaining silent. And I think we're going down a very scary rabbit hole by not adhering to democratic practices and people doing things behind closed doors. And it is unfortunate that we are actually detracting from the gains made over the years of putting things in public, of having the public witness deliberation, and having all sides discuss what's going on and not have a certain amount rules, majority rules, to the detriment of all others, including the public.